Hello, World Tech Blitzers. It's Littlefinger. Happy Friday, October 30th. This video is going to review what's in store. It's also a giveaway video that I'm doing in conjunction with Armored Pants. Yes, we've done a total of 8 videos like this. You need to have subscribed to both of our channels. The link can be found in the description below. You need to have come and joined our Discord server. And then at some point in this video, you will see a word pop up on the screen. You need to write that word down in the comment section below along with your in-game name and server. It's that easy, guys. And as I said, there's going to be 7 other videos, 3 on my channel and 4 on Armored Pants. So might as well go find those and do the same there. So let's start reviewing the store. All right, you can see store starts out with containers. It has some more containers and even more containers. That is the theme of the week. We do have some good tanks to talk about though. All right, so Mad Tank containers, only 2 days left. You've got 2 options at the top here. 1,500, 4,000. That's a lot of money for containers, guys. And as you can see, it's for the Smasher, Gravedigger, Tankenstein, or Scavenger with only a 10% drop. That means for this 2 Mad Tanks, you're paying $2 per container for a 90% chance not to get the tank. For the 6 Mad Tank container here, it means you're paying $1.90 for a 90% chance not to get one of those tanks. So just keep that in mind. If you're willing to spend that money, I think it's a lot of money on a low percentage chance of not getting the tank. Epic Camo, 6 of them. Now, this one's a little different. It's 2,400 gold, which works out to be about $6.80. You are guaranteed to get 6 camos. The downside here is the radioactive glow, which is obviously the best of them all, is only a 2% chance for you to be able to put it onto any tier tank. You also have a 10% chance of getting it, but it will be limited to one of those tiers separated by 2. So you could end up with a tier 1 or 2 radioactive glow camouflage, which would be just a kick in the nuts if you ask me. Not much fun there, but like I said, you've got a 44% chance and another 44% chance, which adds up to 100% of getting a camo out of this. So if you're willing to spend almost $7 on 6 camos, at least you know what you're getting. Moving on to the T25. We talked about this last week. There's only 2 days left to get in on this deal. It is a very serviceable tier 5 medium tank. You know, it sports all of those German qualities with a really nice, accurate gun, has some decent armor. My downside with it is a little bit slow for a medium tank, but for 1,500 gold, which is $4.30, you do end up with all of the equipment and 14 days of premium time, which in of itself is somewhere just over 1,000 gold there if you were to buy that by yourself. And then of course you've got some additional boosters down here. So you know, if you're looking for a tier 5 medium tank and some premium time so you can grind some credits, this is not a bad deal. The Badger, did a full tank review on this. Please check it out if you're on the fence about this tank. 20,000 gold is roughly $57. If you're new to my store reviews, what I use is this package right here, which is 350 gold per dollar. The more that you spend, like this is 375, you get a better exchange rate for your dollars to gold. So I'm kind of using this $50 one as a baseline on the offers tab. So that would be at 350 gold per dollar, $57. This is still a high price for this tank, in my opinion. This is the second time the tank has been for sale. I really want this tank, and I've tried to get it in containers and have not been able to do so. But yet, even with over 100,000 gold, I'm waiting. Um, I think this price will come down to 15,000 at some point in time. I'm playing the long game here on the Badger, so that is just my opinion here. All right, moving on, we've got the Dream Team, which is going to be the Chieftain T95, Tier 8 British heavy tank, the Type 59, which is a really nice Chinese medium tank with a super strong turret for a medium tank. You can face hug all day long with this tank. The downside is it does not have much gun depression, so it's hard to get it into those situations to make that hold down position super effective. But it is just to me, it's the best of the three tanks, with the ISU 130, which I just reviewed the other day, being a close second. And the difference here with the ISU 130 is that your premium rounds actually do more damage, less pen, which gives us a little bit of a unique feel to it, and it packs a punch, guys. Over 500 damage there on that premium round. So that is 12,500 or $35, which is about $12 per tank. You can also get these individually down here for 5,000 each. That does not come with the equipment slots or the camouflages. And that works out to be about $15 each. Now, I am a collector. I do want to try to own every tank in the game, so I'm going to jump on this ISU 130 here after this review, just because I already have these other two tanks and it's not worth them in this bundle. But I would seriously consider this bundle as being a reasonably priced bundle. The Chieftain, again, is going to be the weak spot. It's going to be a tank that you don't probably drive too often. It almost feels like a poor man's Action X. It's just got that high rate of fire. It's got much weaker armor. You have to be exposed a lot longer in the tank to put out some high damage numbers. All right, so the T2020 just came. Well, this is the second time in store, but I just did a little bit of a review in my rarest tanks because even though I'm not sure how well it sold the last time it was for sale, people just aren't playing it. And there's a reason for that. There's so many of these Tier 8 Soviet heavy tanks, and this one is just meh compared to the rest of them, right? You can pick up an IS-5 if your clan has researched all the way through level 10 for 1,500 gold, and that's basically what this tank is, but with a much weaker turret. So why would you want to spend 10,000 gold or almost $30? That's $28.57. You're jumping over $30 here if you get it with the equipment slots unlocked. So I just think there's too many downsides to the tank. If you're new to the game, again, it's still a hard maybe for me. Just because you can pick up some of these other Soviet heavy tanks for just much cheaper. Again, we've got the Mad Tank containers. Just skip over these because these are even worse deals than the ones before. And more epic camos. You can figure that out if you want to spend 6,000 gold. It's just a lot for 12 camos. If you just do the battle pass for $10, you're going to end up with so many camos you're not going to know what to do with. So, that choice is yours. Again, these are season coins that you get for entering tournaments and whatnot. The mod one is a great tank. If you can pick it up for season coins, that's wonderful. But I would imagine most people playing tournaments already have that tank. All right, so moving over to the bundle section, you'll see you've got the Lycan, Helsing, Dracula containers, and then a Full Moon containers, which contains 2 of each. This is a lot of money, guys, for only a 5% drop chance. Now, these containers do contain charms, which is kind of a little bit of a fail-safe. So if you get enough charms, then you can convert that into the tank. So it's still going to cost you way more than what you can get the tank for when it comes for sale by itself. So keep that in mind as you decide whether or not to go through with those containers. My recommendation is just pass and wait until a better guaranteed deal comes along. The other one I want to talk about here is the Nimble Platoon. It seems like this is a little bit of a trend for wargaming to put these lower tiers, tier 2s, tier 3s, for sale in the store for just a few dollars, right? So the interesting thing here, you've got the Tetrarch and the T1E6 tier 2 tanks. So I don't know how often you guys are going back and playing tier 2. My guess is probably not a lot. So these tanks are just going to sit in your garage as one thing if you're a collector, but for you to spend $3 on something you never use, the thing with them is that you can sell them 700 gold here, 750. So 1450 in gold equates to 483 gold per dollar. So it's actually a very good way to get gold at a reasonable price. So you can just do the purchase and sell and end up with 1400 gold there. They've got a decisive dash, fast progress, and combat recon here. Last week the deals were much better. There's only 3 days left on these. My recommendation is just pass on these, just based solely here on the fact that 10,000 gold divided by $30 is 333. So straight off the bat, you're not getting a great exchange rate for your dollars. Yes, you do get 30 days of premium time, which is worth about 2,000 gold, and you do get 55x boosters there. So if you are grinding, if you're new to the game and grinding and you want to get some gold for a tier, premium tank purchase and then use that 5x to really grind some credits, I can see that as being a potentially good deal. But for me and where I'm at with the game, this is just a not enough, not a good enough exchange rate for me. And these go downwards, 312 here and 250 here. So I would stay away from these deals. We talked about this last week, the Reliable 7. Some very interesting and unique playstyle tanks. So if you're looking for something different, I think each one of these offers that. But I will say you need to be a little bit more of an advanced player to really enjoy these tanks. We'll take here the M6, right? You've got really weak side cheeks. You've really got a huge side to this tank, all very, very poor weak spots, right? So you have to be very situationally aware. You've got a long reloading, high damage gun. So it takes, I think, an advanced play style to do well in that tank. The AT-15A can be a little bit easier just because you've got some really nice armor. It does play a lot like the AT line. You don't have such a huge hatch. The armor's better on this tank. And if you watched my 7.4 preview, you know that this one is getting a nice little buff to the pen and DPM. So that should make it a little bit more fun to play. The Panther is a slow medium tank in the German fashion that we talked about earlier. Super accurate gun, just a little bit sluggish, and the armor is just okay. So this was actually the first premium that I ever owned, and I struggled with it. So it has an interesting place in my heart for that reason. But I just think it's a little bit more of a difficult tank because of its slowness. And then in the bundle, you also get the T28 HTC, which only has 4 degrees of gun depression. So if you don't know where the flat spots are on the map, you're going to struggle in this tank mightily. If you don't know how to protect these big old tumors, the lookout sections on each side, you're going to struggle. So again, at $5 per tank, it's a great deal. For some tanks that I think you will play, but you have to have some a little bit more advanced skills, I think. So hopefully that explains those deals there. This is just a flamethrower that you add on to your tank for $3. All it does is goes off at the beginning of the the game, and that's it. Kind of a unique little feature. If you've got like a super favorite tank that you play a lot, I would say maybe, hey, throw $3 at it and enjoy that. But other than that, it's a one use on a tank, and then that's it. So we've got even more containers, so let's keep on passing over all of these containers. And then obviously the war chest is our big giveaway item that I'm doing with Armored Pants. If you missed it at the beginning of the video, you need to be subscribed to my channel, Armored Pants channel, and put this word right here on the comment section down below with your in-game name and server location. So with that, guys, that's going to wrap up the October 30th store review. See you guys soon for the giveaway. And of course, have fun out there. Stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.